OSHA stands for the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. OSHA did not apparently venture out into the Ozark Mountains, and that's a good thing for us. Safety is nice, but sometimes you just can't afford it. And right up front, let me tell you, I do not blame my folks for putting us in harm's way on occasion. They did, after all, tell us to be careful. And we were careful. That's why I'm here to tell you all about it. Our parents didn't do anything that all of our neighbors weren't doing. We had a brush cutter that once you got it started by jerking on the rope, you didn't shut it off because it was almost impossible to restart it. It was an open blade motorized hell on wheels kind of apparatus. It rolled around on two large wheels. It was not self-propelled, it was kid-propelled. It had a large belt-driven open blade with no guard or cover at all. And sometimes the blade would hit a rock and send it into the next zip code. It was my sister Donna, my little brother Doug, and me. We'd go over to a grown-up field and start cutting brush. After you cut for a while, you had to remove the brush, and that's when things got a little crazy. We didn't shut it off because it might not start up again, so we would set it back on its stand with the blade still turning and the thing vibrated like crazy. So when you turned your back on it, it would try to hunt you down. Then there were the cane knives that we used to cut cane by jerking the blade toward our legs. They were just broom handles with a blade attached. And there was the time Dad and Grandpa rigged up a cane cutting sled. And two men would sit on it and gather the cane in their arms while a horse pulled the sled. The sled had two long, razor-sharp, open blades on it. No cover or guard on the blades at all. We also had a single-cylinder antique engine that had a long belt attached to an open blade that Dad used to cut firewood. All three of us made it through those growing up years relatively unscathed. We have all of our limbs and our fingers and our toes. The good Lord had to be watching over us, I know. And don't even get me started about transportation issues. That's material for another video. Laying on the back shelf of the car under the rear window while we were clipping down the highway. I think all kids did that. Seat belts, when we had them at all, were tucked away on the floor somewhere under the seats, covered with dust. And what about riding on the pickup truck sideboards? The safety part of it was when Dad say, oh, you can only go up so many boards. There's also the story of our neighbor who had a whiskey still in his bedroom. That is not OSHA approved on several levels. Well, you probably have your own stories about things you did when you grew up, but me and Donna and Doug made it through just fine, and a lot of great memories. Every time we get together at Christmas or Thanksgiving or some other time, we talk about all these things that we did as kids. But the good Lord did watch over us, and we had a great time together. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching, and while you're here, you might as well subscribe, and you'll know when another video is coming out. Bye.